Greetings, automotive enthusiast. Today we have for you a 1998 Alfa Romeo GTV. And this isn't not like these are run-of-the-mill in the States. These are actually super rare. They're just kind of getting to that point where they're able to be imported under the 25-year rule. But most of these cars you see, they're either gonna have the 2-liter 4-cylinder or the 2-liter V6 turbo, because where these are built, they have a very stiff tax for everything over 2 liters. And so this one is the 3-liter 24-valve Busso. And this is kind of the ultimate spec of this car, 5-speed manual transmission. And this 3-liter engine puts out like 230 horsepower, revs about 7,000 RPM, and just sounds glorious, as you heard in the cold start and the drive-by. So this car comes to the United States via Canada, and it is in really nice shape. It's got about 80-some thousand kilometers on it, which is about 52,000 miles. And it is just in excellent shape. Has a few little chips in. I mean, like I said, it's a driver's car, but it really is in very nice shape. So we're gonna go ahead and dive in. We actually drove this car back from Arizona, so got lots of time and lots of experience in this car and absolutely love it. And I'm sure the next owner is gonna love it too, and they're gonna have something really, really special. So let's go ahead and zoom in here and point out any little flaws or details. Now there's been lots of little, I'm not gonna point out every one, but little rock chips. The Alfa and Fiat paint is kind of very hard. The way they paint their cars, like all the people like with 4Cs and Julias and everybody notes that they kind of rock chip kind of easily, just kind of nature of the beast. But lots of little rock chips that are touched up, but it is in beautiful shape. The headlights are in good shape, a few little nicks on the headlights, but they are in nice shape. Coming around here, there's the Alfa. The badge looks really nice. There is the left headlight. I'm kind of pan out here and show you the hood. No dings or dents or anything like that on the hood. It looks very nice. Kind of get down lower and here we'll show you the bumper and coming across the front. And again, you're just gonna see some little chips and some little things that are touched up. There's where the front tag goes, and I'll show you here. There is the left fog light, and I will show you the right fog light, which was a casualty of our trip. A truck got the right fog light. So we're in the hunt for a right fog light. If anybody knows where we can source a right fog light, we need one. I didn't know how long it was gonna take to get the fog light, so I wanted to bring you the video and just point it out. So it does need a right fog light. So we'll go around here and looking at these teledial wheels that are absolutely awesome. And I've just been having a lot of fun driving this car. Michelin Pilot Sport tires in like brand new condition. And not only that, I'll show you here when we get into the car, I'll show you the maintenance folder on the car. Extensive maintenance on this car, recent timing belt service and everything. So tires, belts, it's fully serviced and ready to go. There's our mirror there, looks pretty nice. Little marker light. And I don't see anything down the side. maybe one. I mean, you can't even see it where the DeLorean is there. Let's see if I can get it in the, there's, I mean, a hint of a ding. It's just, I can't even hardly see it. Windshield looks nice. You know, gonna be average condition for the mileage of the car, but no issues there. There's a plastic clip right here that holds, this is the washer nozzle bar. And we actually, on the trip, we had one of the clips break. So got a little twisty tie on here to hold that until, those clips are available. Again, you just gotta order one, but see that clip is broken there. So a little twisty tie holding that windshield washer bar on. Looking here at the window, very nice. Looking around the door handle, excellent. Oh, and this is really cool right here. Got the little lucky 4-leaf clover, kind of a little Easter egg there in the mirror. Quadrifoglio, that's their lucky 4-leaf clover, all the special cars. There's designed by Pininfarina. And if you look here at that line that goes down the car, it's just really cool. And you can see it even better when you're at a further distance. Here's the rear wheel. They look really nice. See, the tires are like brand new. Looking across the roof here, and it is super nice. There was one little chip right here, one little paint chip right there, but looks good otherwise. Power antenna works nicely. Looking at the left quarter, looking down the side of the car, it is really straight. And I absolutely love, here's the back window, and here's the back deck. You can kind of see it good from outside. And then here, I'm gonna pan back because I really like the tail treatment of this car. That little, cam tail, or what do they call that? A little convex cam tail reminds me of a lot of different cars from that era. Kind of reminds me of an AMX Javelin. Kind of has that look to it. Like a 71, 72. And the lights are in excellent shape. Or light, look at that, that is one light bar. That is one of the coolest things on this car. 3-liter V6 24 valve, and then check this out. Here's the rear emblem, and then it actually pivots to open and expose the trunk lock. And also there is a electric push button for the trunk opener inside the car. There's your exhaust, sounds absolutely glorious. Coming around the right side, looking on the deck lid, it is clean. Looking down the right side, it is clean. I don't see anything. There's our rear tires and wheels. Look at that, just awesome. Right mirror, looks like a little chip right there. Front wheel. And then looking down the side of the car, it looks great. Now, this is one of the, it's unusual when underneath the hood is one of the most beautiful parts of a car, but check this out. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna kind of pan around this thing for a little bit of a distance first, but just look under the hood of this car. I mean, this is one of those cars where it's just as cool to sit here with the hood open as it is closed, but look at that engine and those chrome runners. That is factory. So they had to do that to get the intake low for it to fit with low hood clearance. So kind of a interesting story behind that, but what a glorious Hyundai engine. Here's a neat little trick. The headlights are actually one-piece units with 2 lights and then the cutouts on the hood. So what a neat little trick on that. This here is just a little bit compound. Didn't wipe that off. But it is nice under the hood. Super clean. It's like a timing belt sticker there. Go ahead and show you, get the glare off of this thing here. Get the right angle. Here, let me zoom. Sometimes as you zoom out, and then there we go. So there is a shot of the sticker. Here is one number on the shock tower, and then another number on the shock tower. And back in here, here's all the labels across the front. And one more zoom in back here. Pause there so you can pause it. And if you need to read anything. All right, I'll go ahead and drop this hood and show you the trunk and then the interior. I want to go ahead and show you this glorious key. While I've got it, it does have the factory key, which is like a Ferrari key. So cool, and a neat keychain. And we'll go ahead and pop this trunk. And there we are. Kind of nice how that stays open there for you. And here we go. All right. Very clean in the trunk. There's our spare. Kind of a smallish trunk, but it will get the job done. And then, oh, this is kind of cool. So I want to get this out here for you. Let's set this down. So here is this radio that's in the car, and it's super cool. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Very cool radio. What brand is that? This is made in China. I got all excited about it. But go ahead and open this up. Kind of hard to do with one hand. I'll get it. I can do it. Here is the toolkit. Very cool. And here is the radio. Now I thought it had the factory radio, but looks like this is just some parts and pieces. So it's like the factory radio is not with the car, the original radio. We do have, I don't know, kind of digging in here. See what we got. Oh, wow, look at that. Very gorgeous shift knob. Wow, that is beautiful. And looks like there's the wheel lock and a remote for the radio. So there's that. Here are the books for the car. There's all the books. And here is the folder on the car, which I won't go through obviously, but main thing is the timing belt service. And all the documents are in here. All the import papers, and wow, this is really cool. Lots of information on the car. Very cool. Wow, I haven't even looked at this. This is kind of cool. Wow, lots of cool photos, lots of cool documents. Wow. Guess might as well thumb through it. And there's kind of, this must have came from maybe Japan. Yeah, this car come from Japan into Canada. So it must have been a Japanese market car. Very cool to look through all that stuff there. And like I said, there is the spare. I'm not gonna take that too far apart. You can kind of see it. Snaps on there. How beautiful is that? Go ahead and show you the interior here. It's in very nice condition. Door panels are beautiful. switches. So the stereo sounds really good. Door panel's nice. The seat, very nice condition. Even the bolsters are really excellent. Go ahead, it's gonna be upside down, but show that to you anyway. Nice little chrome Alfa Romeo sill plate. A little bit of water spot right there. Slide in here. Been driving it, I got the floor mat a little bit dirty. Sorry about that. Somebody did kind of add some pedals on there. You could leave them or go back to stock, whatever you prefer. Nice little Alfa mats there. And then underneath the mats are really nice. Go ahead and pull it all the way out. And I haven't even detailed this car. I got some people interested in the car, so I needed to get a video out pretty quickly because I've got several people have inquired about the car. Here is the steering wheel. Very nice. And a little cubby hole. There's some switches. It looks like some kind of adjustable headlight setup. I love this. I love that this isn't a fake carbon fiber. It's just its own look. I really dig that. It's not trying to be something that it isn't. There's that radio I was telling you about. There's all of our gauges. Dash is in perfect shape. Binnacle is nice. Leather wrapped. We're on the other side of the car, and again, the door panel is in perfect condition. Go ahead and show you the seat here. Passenger seat, very nice. These seats are very comfortable. They do lack a little bit of adjustment. I'll kind of talk about that on the drive, but they are very, very nice and supportive and comfortable seats. And there's the back seat area. Got mats all the way around, and everything is nice in the back seat. And again, here is our front mat. And lift that up a little bit. Pull it out. Show you the carpet underneath. Very nice. So the carpets could use a little bit of cleaning. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. I always like to do that myself. And I'm kind of slow at it. Here is, oh cool, got more stuff in the glove box. And looks like we do have airbags. I actually did the driving video before this video because I was running out of daylight. So I usually do the driving video afterwards, but I said that I didn't think it has airbags, but obviously it does. So there might be some discrepancies here with what I say, what I say later in the driving point, because I'll put that in later. So let's go drive this car in the past, present, future. Now I've gone cross-eyed. We are strapped into the Alfa. Oh man, what do you think about this car, Becky?
Oh, I love it.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's pretty neat. It's something you don't see every day, for sure.
No, you don't see it any day because they just started importing these into the country. And I think this is probably only one of the few V6s, if maybe the only Busso V6 in the country. But yeah, most of them, you know, we've only seen a couple of seen a V6 2-liter turbo and a 4-cylinder 2-liter turbo. The thing about the 2-liter is over in Europe and stuff, there's a huge tax on anything over 2 liters.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so like the 3-liter costs like so much money they didn't make and sell many of them. But this is the 3-liter Busso. No traction control in this guy. It's just before a lot of the nannies, you know what I mean? And I don't even know if we have airbag. I don't think so.
I don't look like it.
Nope. But so we're on our little test loop. Let's take this thing for a ride. Ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
What a sound.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I don't know how you could keep from not doing that basically at every stoplight. I mean, for real.
That's my girl.
Yeah,
That's my girl. Well,
I've been known to hit it every light before, and this would be the car to do it in.
So I've got a lot of seat time in this car. I drove this thing back from Arizona. Becky actually drove it a little bit too, so she's got seat time in it. But this car runs and drives great. It's got a huge stack of maintenance records and stuff that I showed you in the overview. And yeah, I mean, other than, you know, just a couple little quirky things, the radio sometimes will kind of power off and power back up automatically. It's aftermarket, so we have the original radio, you know, still with the car. It's really cool though. I don't know what's causing it to do that, but that's kind of really the only issue there. The car runs and drives great. Brakes, tires, it's just fully maintained, fully serviced. It's really an excellent example. It's kind of like the perfect example, really. Right. You know, the Busso, red, teledial wheels. I mean, it's just,
the wheels are.
It's the cherry on the top. You know,
they look so big on it. It makes the car look, I don't know, like a toy almost.
Yeah.
It's just,
you know, it looks like a 4C. You know, 4C has those wheels. Yeah, so just a great car. I love this car. The one thing I don't like about this car, the seats are super comfortable. I really love everything, but I sit up a little too high and there's no height adjustment in the seat. So I'm kind of looking out the windshield and
perfect for me though.
It's it's perfect for you, but you know, in my head I have plenty of room. It's not that.
Yeah, you do have.
You know, but I did, you know, because when I first got this car, I just went down the old YouTube wormhole, and somebody did actually say that there's spacers between the seat and the rail, and the one guy said that he took the spacers, like you could actually just remove them, and maybe it was designed that way for some adjustability, which kind of is cool actually. You know, instead of making a heavy fancy seat, it's like, well, if you've got a taller driver, we can just take some spacers out. So I'm not going to do that, you know, because it's actually fine. But if I were keeping the car, you know, if this was my personal car, you know, I would probably take those spacers out and drop the seat, and it would just be, then it'd be perfect. But other than that, I absolutely love it. The handling of this car is fantastic. You know, with the 3-liter, it's a little heavier in the nose, but it does not really seem to affect the handling. It just feels so tight and so direct, the steering. I absolutely love it. And then just that glorious 3-liter, you know, Busso putting out 230 horsepower. You know, it's just the perfect amount of power, to be able to honest with you.
Did you say what the car weighs?
Good question. I haven't actually looked it up. I have to look that up and see what it weighs, but I'm guessing it's probably around 3,000 pounds. Yeah. But hey, here we go. Here's my favorite little twisty section here. Oh man, it handles great, and that was some pretty, you know, heavy throttle in the turn. And you know, the nose wanted to point. It didn't really understeer. A lot of times you get throttle on understeer front wheel drive cars, you know, and that's one of the kind of the downsides. But this car obviously has a limited slip in it, and so it pulls the front end around really well. So yeah, what a great car. There's actually a YouTube video of a guy that's got one of these cars, and it's a little bit souped up, and they're taking it, professional drivers taking it around Nürburgring. Look it up. I don't remember what the title is, but boy, it is impressive. Maybe I'll have to find it and put a link in the description. But this guy was out there passing bikes and Porsches and everything, and basically a stock car with just a few little minor mods. It was impressive. Wow. Yeah, it was impressive. This is a cool car. They kind of call it a baby Ferrari, you know. But
it has the sound for sure.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic. But well, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the overview and the ride along. You know, like and subscribe if you would, and then click that notifications button, because you never know when we might find your next dream car. And always have a great day and
happy motoring.
You got it, babe. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.